Are you a mom struggling, dealing, or battling with an addiction or unhealthy habit that's leaving you feeling empty, lost, angry, or frustrated? Are you desiring true satisfaction that you can't find anywhere? Welcome to the Speak Truth podcast, where I share His truth and practical tools, tips, resources, prayer, and support to help you transform your life from unhealthy to healthy living. Hi, my name is Stacey Ziegler, and I'm a recovering attention seeker, now truth seeker, here to inspire, motivate, and move you to take action with confidence and courage. I share the good, the bad, and the ugly of my addictions and how I overcame and how you too can overcome with the right tools so you can walk in freedom from your addiction. So if you're ready to go from unhealthy to healthy living, join me and many women get transformed for the better and take back their life. See you inside. So after I stretch, I then pray the rosary. I pray on my knees. Yes, on my knees. I repray and offer to God and to Blessed Mother my intentions and what I pray for and what, so prayers of intentions and petition. Prayers of petition are when you pray for yourself, like what is it you want, right? Offer to God. And then prayers of intercession are when you pray for other people, pray for the world. There's so much devastation and tragedies and things going on in this world. It's so sad. So when we pray for others, maybe pray for a family member, pray for somebody who's going through cancer or who lost a loved one. You pray for them, that God will give them healing and hope, right? And then prayer of abandonment. Abandonment is when we just surrender, say, okay, God, yes, I want this, and I pray for this person, but it's your will. So I always end my prayer with, God, I want what you want. Your will be done. So whatever you ask God, always finish with, God, I want what you want. Okay? It might be scary. It might not be the plan that you expect. But we have to trust that God's plan is going to be the best plan for us in the long term, right? We have to go through pain and suffering, and then there's always joy too. But all those things in our life, the good and the bad and the ugly, make us stronger, make us who we are today, right? Don't dwell too much on all the mistakes, because we've all made mistakes. I'm a sinner. I will admit I'm a sinner. But I'm working to be healthy, happy, and holy. And so we can do that with God's help and grace. So I think that's what we're all looking for, is to be healthy, to be happy, and to be holy. You might not think you want to be holy, but holy is being a person of God with a good virtue, a person who is patient, a person who is humble, a person who is giving and generous, a person who is loving and who sacrifices. My friend, I got a story here before I go. So, as a young kid, I started praying the rosary when I was 10. My mother was, she left her faith, so she used to party and everything, but when I was 10 years old, she converted back to her faith, Catholic faith, and we started praying the rosary. I started learning the rosary. But anyways, it was like 12 years old or 13. And we always would pray the rosary in the car when we're traveling to go see my aunt or somebody, a family member. And I remember I got a Walkman. Who remembers a Walkman? I mean, are you my age? A Walkman back in the 80s? We're going old school here, you guys. Walkman. I'm not afraid. I'm 48 years young. I'm 48. So I had a Walkman. My mother had this big, brown, ugly, freaking Cadillac car. It was huge. Oh my goodness. It was like a bench in the front, a bench in the back. Like 10 people probably could sleep in the car. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, I was outside listening to my music, my tape, Walkman. My mother's like, we're praying the rosary. I was like, I don't want to pray the rosary. You got to pray the rosary now. So I put my Walkman away. So of course, I'm praying. When someone makes you do something, you're just kind of doing it because you have to. Well, I was just praying the rosary Hail Mary, full of grace. Oh, Hail Mary, full of grace. Let me tell you, by the time we get to the third decade, my friends, my nastiness, my attitude, and my behavior shifted. I started feeling happy. I started feeling full of light and love. And I was like, wow, okay. Started getting into it. By the time the fourth, fifth, I was like, wow, I felt good. I felt like, okay, I'm glad I prayed the rosary. Like that resistance of wanting to do my own thing. The rosary shifted. I'm telling you, it's a prayer. The rosary is a powerful prayer. It's a weapon against Satan, my friends. You guys want to kick Satan to the curb? Pray the rosary. He hates the rosary. Of course, he hates God. He hates Jesus. But the rosary is a powerful weapon. Have you ever heard of it? The rosary is a powerful weapon, my friends. So maybe you can't stab or kill anybody, but it's a weapon, a spiritual weapon that Satan hates. And like I said, that story, I was full of self and pride, oh, me, I want to listen to my music, my Walkman.
I don't want to pray the rosary now. Like, oh, as a 12 or 13-year-old, you remember like being a teenager and then you have to do something you don't want to do. But let me tell you, the power of prayer, by the time I got to the third, fourth decade, I was like feeling good. Like, be gone, Satan. Satan, be gone. The power of prayer, my friends. So if you're in a bad mood, grab the rosary. You don't have to kneel like I do. Sit in a chair, lay in bed, whatever it is, just give it all to God, to Mother Mary, and pray. Let me tell you, prayer, you guys, whether it's the rosary or any prayer, that's why I say pray 40, praise, reflect, ask, and yield to God. That would change your life. And of course, add the movement, take care of your mind, body, and spirit, all of it.
So thank you for tuning in. Please make sure to subscribe, share, and rate and review this podcast. I greatly appreciate it. And if you could also screenshot this episode and tag me at Stacey Ziegler Speaks on my Instagram account, and I will share you my stories. And together we can inspire and motivate others to tune in to listen so they can transform their life. So as always, thank you so much for tuning in to Speak Truth, where I share truth, tips to help you transform your world. Until the next time, my friend, go out in the world, share love, make peace, and be happy. God bless. Mwah.